Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Insight Series number 5. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever you're watching us. This is amazing. It's been an amazing journey so far. We made it to Series 5 already. So before we get started, I would like to introduce Crypto Insight. So for our new members, listeners, I would like you to know that Crypto Insight is a webinar series addressing all things crypto. What we do is we have a group of panelists or experts and enthusiasts helping us educate people about the legal side of the accounting / finance, the fundamentals, and also advanced topics and of the technologies in crypto overall. Our main goal is to educate you, build a community, and overall accelerate the process of crypto. We want to start seeing new applications. We want to see businesses using crypto because we believe in it. And the best thing to do is to accelerate this process is by educating you. And so that's why I want to thank you for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed this new series. So before we get started, I would like to give a disclaimer. All this information materials are educational purpose only. So you're encouraged to consult with your own attorneys or your own lawyers for anything that we were disclaiming in here. It's like I said, we're not financial advisors. We just want to educate you guys on how to get started with crypto and then overall develop blockchain applications. So please go ahead and do your own research before, after any of the series. Go do your own research, learn more about it, and then that takes me to I would like you to please register so you stay up to date with our news and everything. So you also have a chance to win a giveaway. So please follow us on social media as well. Subscribe to the channel, like it, share it. If you know anyone who's interested in learning about crypto and how to get started, please do so. We have already 4 series already that came out, and we cover, like I said, accounting, the intro about crypto, and now this new series, which it's a surprise for you guys. And this one is a more interactive demo with demos and everything. We want to keep it more real. And so you guys actually start learning and interacting with crypto. Overall, before I even get started, I want to give you a little background. It's a group of started as friends. Now we're working together, collaborating together, and it's an amazing journey where all these professionals, we put in the time to make this presentation this live. We analyze the market. We see what's trending, what's happening right now to give you this this amazing content. Not further ado, once again, it's Crypto Insight Series 5, and today's panelist that we have in here, it's me. So I'm your host and also your panelist. Today I will be talking about crypto wallets and domain name services. So just before I get started, a little bit more about me. I'm an entrepreneur and a DevOps engineer who's responsible in designing high-impact blockchain solutions and designing strategies and implementing them in the industry. What I do is I'm a consultant, so you guys can always reach out to me, to my company, LCube Studios. Me and my team, we work with other businesses to get it going, to have them integrate Web3 technologies, such as maybe just integrating or accepting crypto payments on this website, or moving or designing like an NFT collection, building DAOs or smart contracts. But not only that, we also specialize in building software solutions. So forget about Web3. If you're still in the Web2 stack, we also can build solutions for you. So we're here. So if you want some custom applications, APIs, database migration, and so on, all this technical stuff, we can definitely help you. At the end, we will leave a link so you can always contact us. That's me. Feel free to connect. My LinkedIn and my Twitter is there. Follow me. I would like to hear what you guys have to say about this new series. Leave your comments in below. Like it, like I said, subscribe to it. So yeah, at the end, and one last thing, at the end of the series, we will be giving out the NFT, so you can just claim it. So stay tuned. It's a live stream. It's a limited amount of NFTs are giving away. So please stay tuned. So all right, let's get so before to get going now, the table of contents we have. I'm going to be talking about the blockchains, crypto wallets, crypto domain name services, and how to send and receive crypto. And it's really, really interesting. So let's do we have limited of time? So let's do it. So first and foremost, I want to cover some key terms such as blockchain, which is as you guys know, blockchain and decentralized were already covered on series 2. So if you guys want to learn more about how it works, you guys can always go watch it. You guys will find a link in the description as well to watch the video. So blockchain, just a quick reminder, it's a public accessible digital ledger used to store and transfer information without the need of the central authority, right? So think about it as a book that is public accessible by anyone. So you can go to, depending on the blockchain, you can go to, for instance, if it's an Ethereum blockchain, you can go to Etherscan, and you can, if you know that someone's address, wallet address, you can find them and see all the transactions that that person had in the past. Decentralized, as you guys, is a system operated by a distributed peer-to-peer network instead of a central figure of authority. So that both of them combined makes it makes the whole technology work more secure and more decentralized. So there's no more central authorities, and there's no more point of failure, because now it's fully decentralized and everyone controls the network. So everyone have a chance to contribute to the network. That's the amazing and the beauty of crypto and blockchain and everything, and that's why we're so passionate about sharing this content. All right, so the two new terms. I can't remember if we covered these two, but I would like to introduce them to you. It's called minting and NFT. So minting is the process of validating information such as domain ownership and registering into other blockchains. So if you already own any NFTs, you're already familiar with the word minting. So let's say, NFT. So what is an NFT? It's a digital certificate of authenticity used to assign to verify ownership of a unique digital or physical asset. So how are the two related? So for instance, one of the biggest platforms out there is OpenSea. OpenSea sells NFTs. So if you go to OpenSea, if you go to Google and type OpenSea, you go to their website, you guys can see a lot of collections, artists that put in their art, and you can actually purchase them using crypto. And then it's unique. So it's a unique digital asset. So that's what is making it an NFT. So now, the moment you purchase that NFT, that the word that you use for that, you got to do minting. You got to mint this NFT so to validate the information. So this you're actually buying, so we'll be transferring ownership from the previous owner or the creator of this NFT over to you. So that's minting. So that could be purchasing either a domain, it could be purchasing an image, art, music, video, you name it. There's so much in there. Next, we have, before we even dive deeper into the blockchains, I would like to give you guys some key terms about the layer 1 and layer 2 of blockchains. So blockchains out there, they pretty much, like, Luis, please translate this to me. Make it simple. So layer 1 and layer 2 are, let's put it, are the core of the blockchain, right? So of the infrastructure. Layer 1, it's where all the tokens were give birth. So you have a token, you can actually use that as a cryptocurrency, and you got to pay transaction fees and everything. And layer 2, overall, it's built in top of it. What does it help? What does layer 2 helps for? So the drawback about layer 1, some blockchains have some high transaction fees, They call them gas fees. So those gas fees tend to be expensive sometimes. So that's why layer 2 can fix that problem. So it's easier and faster to make those like a lower fee. We have transaction speed. So before, let's say, for instance, Ethereum can run, let's pretend that they can do only 15 transactions per second. On a layer 2, they can probably do 30 or 100 transactions per second. So that's the difference between a layer 1 and layer 2. And of course, sometimes to improve the system, they have to, they gotta change their verification system or their consensus to validate all these transactions, right? So overall, you were like, please, okay, what's why layer 2? Overall is to scale your application and usability, right? So you want to scale your application. You want people to use it more, or maybe let's say you're a bank and you have a lot of transactions going on. Layer 2 can help with that, but it doesn't mean that they're not layer 1s that can do all this fast transactions at the same time. So yeah, so that's layer 1 and layer 2. Let's talk about the networks. Okay, so we have Ethereum. Ethereum, it's a layer 1 application or blockchain. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain, as the name says. They have a verification process, or the consensus that we call it. It currently uses proof of work, POW. So every transaction, for instance, party A or Alice wants to send money to Bob, right? We want to send $100. Alice wants to send $100 to Bob. That is a transaction that's going to get recorded into the blockchain, or it needs to get verified. And then to verify, we need the miners, right? The miners will be running a compute, so they will lend us their compute power, and they will run or solve an algorithm to verify this transaction. So, and that's what is called proof of work. So now, as I said, right now we've been running for a couple of years without any problems, but they noticed that the gas fees are really high, and also the transaction speeds are great, but they want to improve it. So that's why they're moving now. So hopefully by September of this year, 2022, they will be migrating over to a proof of stake system, so POS, where lower gas fees and transaction speeds will be faster and better. There's a lot of changes going on in the Ethereum network right now. So also something I would like to mention, I don't want to go too deep into it, would be so if you're developing an application, you don't want to be developing in the production environment, right? So they call this development environment, which are also known as testnets or subnets, where you can use to develop an application. So you can have like quote unquote fake transactions, but they are still tied to the primary or the production system, to the production ledger in this case. And they have some test networks like Spring-B, Coven, Rosebud, and so on. I don't know if there's any developers in the watching us right now, or that you want to transition over to become a Web3 developer. Something to consider is those testnets, and also if you want to develop on their blockchain or create a smart contracts, you will have to learn a programming language called Solidity. And there are a lot of tools that, and now it's becoming easier and easier to interact with other programming languages, and so you can interact with their blockchain. So Ethereum, so when you write a smart contract, right? So if you want to have this contract of going back to the example of both Alice and Bob sending money, that's a contract. That's why we call it a smart contract. So the verification happens on the Ethereum virtual machine. So they have to verify this, right? So this will go to the EVM and then verify the transaction. The miners will go and verify it and approve it. Boom, green light, then it's approved, it gets written into the blockchain, and you can see it. And this happens in seconds, in milliseconds or seconds, depending on which blockchain you're using. But specific to Ethereum, it happens within a couple of seconds, I said 10 to 15 seconds. And that's it. You can pay more, you can pay less, depending on the priority of your transaction. Second, we have Polygon, right? So Polygon is a layer 2 application. So interesting, this is a layer 2 blockchain, I'm sorry, not application. It runs side by side with Ethereum. but it has a sidechain, which is a semi-independent blockchain that works in tandem with the main chain to improve the speed or capabilities of it. So they run side by side, right? Part of they're on top of layer one, but they also have their own blockchain, so you can run a lot more things in there. And so they came out after Ethereum, and they noticed that Ethereum was having this issue about the gas fees and and transaction speed. So they want to be better, right? So you've been wondering sometimes why there's so many coins, so many tokens out in the market. The reason why is because they're trying to solve a problem. Sometimes they become their own layer one, where they have their own blockchain system, or they become a layer two, which they just go on top of an existing blockchain. And then some of these blockchains are public, so you can actually copy the whole code and just change a couple of things, and now you have your own blockchain. But now you have to build a community and people to actually believe in the project to make it as big as Ethereum or this big names. But yeah, so just going back to the consensus mechanisms that Polygon uses, it uses proof of stake. So it's faster. And the interesting part about that, with Polygon, they eliminate, to an extent, you can actually, depending on the application, you can either eliminate the gas fees or just have low transaction fees. So it could be like just a penny just to make a transaction instead of paying like $10 or $11 just for a transaction. Yeah, and then transaction fees tend to be 15 times faster than Ethereum. And like I said, you can actually and like I said, because they're building, Polygon is built on top of Ethereum, you can actually just scale your application. If you already built it on Ethereum, you want to scale your application, you want to have all these new features or benefits of a layer two application, then you can transition without no problem, because it actually runs on an EVM too. It runs on Ethereum virtual machine, and the programming language that they use is called Solidity as well. So you can just write a smart contract using Solidity. Then we have Solana. Solana, it's layer one. So for the Solana fans, I would like to cover it because Solana has its own blockchain. So it's interesting that Solana has their own consensus system, which is really, really surprising. So everyone is trying to be faster, better, and more efficient at verifying all these transactions. How did they do it? So Solana actually became a proof of stake and a proof of history to produce its block. So this is the verification system that they use to verify the transaction. If I can go more in detail, but I just leave it to that point. You guys can definitely go do more research on how they do the verification process. But yeah, it's really amazing. It's scaled. It's synchronized across other nodes. And then one note that I want to highlight here, that Solana can be described as the world's first and only web scale blockchain that offers layer two performance based on a layer one protocol or layer. So that you get all the benefits of a layer two and a layer one already. So that, but like I said, Solana is running on its own blockchain, right? So now we have Rust. Their programming language now. So if you want to build things on their blockchain, like want to make a decentralized application or some type of application on Solana, the main programming language is use Rust. You can use C or C++. So for the developers out there. But now the community is growing. Developers are moving into Web3. So now there are more tools being developed, and right now Solana is actually offering like JSON RPC APIs or SDKs for developers to integrate, make it easier, so they don't have to learn any programming languages. So if they know, for instance, Python, Node.js, or JavaScript, now they can use like pre-built tools or a toolkit for them to interact with their blockchain. So now this will actually accelerate the process of developing Solana applications. So we can think of Ethereum, Polygon, and Solana like car companies, right? We have Ford, we got Lamborghini, we got Volkswagen, all of these companies, right? It's similar. They all do the same thing. They're car brands. It's just how luxurious they are. We have Rolls Royce, all this, right? So this is how we can. That's just an analogy I put out there, so for you guys to understand it better. Then we have Avalanche, and then Avalanche is one for me is one of my favorites. It aims to create a unified global financial market where it uses a platform that will create or be able to trade digital currency in frictionless ways. I noticed I went to one of the conferences, the Avalanche House here in New York, and it was really, really interesting. They are trying to work with a lot of banks, or at least in the finance industry, to transition over to use their technology, because Avalanche, by far, it's allowing builders and to build applications really custom. You have so much power. So we have 3 chains. So you have the X, the P, and the C chain. They also known as subnets. And then with this, what it means is that with this chains or subnets, you're running a different task on them. So it's something to think about. This is something for someone who might be interested in building an application. Maybe you're in the finance industry. You want to be able to build a DeFi. Maybe something you can look at. And then, like I said, this is really, really, really more advanced. You can dive deeper on your own. I'm just trying to cover a little bit just about them. And then something else I would like to cover about Avalanche is that you can it allows you to run your own blockchain on top of them. So you can make it public or you can make it private. So banks can make, for instance, let's say this JP Morgan would like to make a new system, a new coin system. They can use Avalanche and they can make it private, or they can use the entire bank system on top of Avalanche. Just an example, right? But it's a lot of regulations, legal stuff that they need to go through to be able to do this, right? So they're not able to transition that fast. And like I said, if you guys watch Crypto Insight Series number 2 and 3 and 4, you guys can now relate. Now this should be making more sense. And then Avalanche allows you to control at the VM level, so the virtual machine, so you can actually have more and more control over it. So you can go to the nitty gritty of the blockchain, so you can do so much customization, and that's why I like it a lot. The verification system uses proof of stake, and then if you're a developer, you can use Solidity, once again, Go, or JS. So actually, to make it easier, not to reinvent the wheel, they actually use. You can actually, if you're already familiar with Ethereum, building applications in Ethereum, you can actually build an application on Avalanche because they use the same programming language. And last but not least, they have an amazing customer support compared to the other networks. And then some of the projects that we're building, that the community, the Web3 community is building, there are a lot of things out there that are happening. So, for instance, if you're in the gaming industry, you check out Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie Infinity. These are games that are tailored to Web3. So maybe some of how they're using this is on the games, they're making metaverses. You can actually buy and sell skins, or you can purchase your own avatar. So so many things. So this is all using the blockchain to verify all these transactions, make all this faster. So maybe they have their own blockchain, so to make things go faster. And make it work under games, right? And then we have on the art media industry, we have OpenSea, LivePeer. So you can make your NFT collections, you can sell your music, you can sell your videos, your NFTs, or maybe you're an NBA fan. There are some NBA platforms already, they're selling NFTs, they're selling moments, right? So you can see that all digital. It's amazing. So many amazing projects are happening out there. And maybe you're looking for the next Dropbox. So you're looking for the next, box. So there's some platforms, storing platforms like Storage, Filecoin, IPFS that are out there that you can build on top of them. And then there are also notification systems and so on and so on. But I know for for a lot of you might be interested on the DeFi and decentralized finance industry. So there are there are people, there are companies out there that are focusing or into the exchanges like DEX, banking and lending platforms, asset management, insurance, and so on and so on. And some of them are like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, 1inch. All of these are like Web3 technologies that I'm just throwing out there, or maybe you and then something I would like to cover too, that are DAOs, right? So I don't know if you're familiar with DAOs. So DAOs is a decentralized autonomous organization that you can you can use to run your business. If you're a business owner and you're like, hey, you know what, you have a board, right? Instead of the whole board and one person managing all the decisions and this, you can build a DAO that can make the decisions for you. So you guys, you train this DAO system. You write the smart contracts and you tell it what you want, what technology you expect, and everything, or what decisions are available, and then that will be accessible to all the members in your company, and then they can decide what to do. Let's say you go for some you're raising money, and you're wondering what to do, and maybe you're like a business that is really tied to the community, so you want the community to vote, so you can have the community actually vote what your business is should invest that money into the product, into growing the business, and so on and so on. So that's the beauty about DAO. So and you can think of different cases, but that's just one example. But all right, so let me see what else do I have. All right, just 1 second for me. All right. Next, it's the wallet. Crypto wallets, amazing. I love them. So I think I have all of them right now. Some types of wallets that we already covered on series 2 was the custodial wallets. So custodial wallets, it's like Coinbase, Kraken, or Gemini. So if you have a phone, you have a smartphone, you can download it in the App Store. You can have Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, or some people think about Robinhood or or Binance. So there's so many out there. So these are just platforms that you can use to buy crypto, and it gets started really easily. But they're managing all your assets. And then we have non-custodial wallets. So these are more like cold wallet. Think about cold wallets as hardware. So we have a big company, a really famous company called Ledger. So you can actually store all your crypto in a ledger, and then you can take that offline. So if you're really scared of someone stealing your tokens, your money, or anything, and you don't want to have it, and you don't have it available in any platform online, in any wallet, and on your phone or in your browser, then you take it offline. And then today, I want to talk about the non-custodial wallet, the hot wallets. So I have a couple of one right now on the screen. As you can see, we have Metamask, we have Phantom, and we have Core. So just a little run through. It would be Metamask. It's tailored to the Ethereum blockchain. You can also connect to other blockchains, but it's tailored to the Ethereum blockchain, so you can connect to Web3 dApps or dApps, and it manages your private keys. So all three cover, they all manage your keys on behalf of its users. You can sign a transaction, you can verify a transaction, and the best thing is that they're free. Phantom, on the other hand, they have an extra feature which allows you to see your assets as well, but also you can actually, if you have any NFTs that you purchase, you can actually visualize them. But on the other hand, Phantom actually runs on the Solana blockchain. So for the Solana fans, believers, you guys can download the Phantom wallet and you can get started by that. And then and last but not least, we have Core, is a non-custodial wallet, all three of them. And you can actually tailor to the Avalanche network. So they are actually trying to go one step further. They're still on the beta, so they're still developing, adding more features to make it more stable, but it allows you to manage your assets and bridge to other subnets, and also connect to dApps that are built on the Avalanche network. So, and that's the beauty about it. So now as the time goes by, you're going to see more and more people building applications, and then they're going to have like, oh, connect to your wallet. So you don't want to use a username or a password anymore. You can just sign in with your wallet. You have it on your phone or you have it on your computer in a Chrome extension. And then you can just sign the verification and you can sign in. As simple as that. Yeah, so I want to take the time and do a little demo about how to get started with the wallet. So I'm gonna go over and here it is. So right now I'm gonna go into Google Chrome and then I'm gonna go into Web Store, to the Chrome Web Store, and then I'm gonna look up for MetaMask. So once I go in there, I'm going a little fast. Once you go into MetaMask, you are in there, you add the extension, and then we're going to go through a process. You're going to create a new wallet. Once you create a new wallet, you have to create also a password. So you're going to see right here, I'm creating a password. You verify. Please make sure you write that down. And then something I really want to tell you is that there's a security passphrase. So you know how you could recover your account in case you forget your password. So that's why you need those phrases, the recovery phrase. So right now, you should be keeping private. This is a demo and this is a dummy account. I don't plan on using this account. I'm discarding, I'm throwing all this in the way. So you guys can copy that, save it, and then once you do that, you can verify it. And then once you verify the process, you good. Now you have MetaMask installed on your computer, and now you have an Ethereum address. So now with that, you can actually start buying. You can send money if you already have on your wallet, and you can see the transactions that are happening also on the blockchain. So now that you have an address, so that you can actually track. So you can see over here the account details. You can just send it to somebody. Hey, scan this and send me some crypto, some Ethereum. And you want to see everything, all the previous transactions or all the transactions that person have done, you can actually see it on Etherscan, and they make it easy for you to track. Now we're going to be doing Phantom. So it's the same process. You guys will be going into the Phantom. You're going to search up Phantom. You guys got to go in there. You're going to see. You can learn more about it. You can read about it in here in the description. I'm speeding up because there's a lot more content I would like to cover. Yeah, so once you go in there, you add it to your Chrome, to your browser, and now we're gonna go through the same process. Create a new wallet. First thing is creating a password. Please make sure you write this password down. You should be able to record. You should be able to have this offline, because if you want to sign into your phone, you want to import your same wallet, you need that password, or you can create a new password, but you will need your recovery keys for that. So over here, once again, I'm showing you the keys. This is a demo, so please don't forget to keep this private. Don't show it to anybody. I'm taking a screenshot just for security purposes, just to have it in there, but I don't plan on using this wallet. So have that in mind. And then I'm pinging one thing to do, so make it easier. You can ping your wallet, and obviously over here you can see you have now a Solana address. So now you can copy that, and then now you're running on Solana. So now if you want to interact with anything on the Solana blockchain, now you can do it with that plugin. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for Core, for the Avalanche network. So you're going to do the same process. You're going to go in. You can do your own research about it. I'm trying to go through fast because I got another demo I would like to show you guys. And then it's the same process. You're going to go and create a new wallet. So you're going to create a new wallet. Let's see. Yep, same thing. So the beauty about the wallets is that you can have multiple wallets. So if you're a developer and you need a test account, or you're not confident about who you're giving your wallet address, maybe you can also get hacked. So you need to be careful when you're signing transactions. So you can create multiple accounts, and these accounts you can create as many as you want, and then you just need to make sure you write down the password and your phrase so you can always access them. So once you create the account, I'm naming the account, this wallet, And then, yep, you can hit save. And then now you're gonna have the recovery phrase. So these recovery phrases, you wanna make sure you copy them, you save them. I'm repeating myself, but make sure you do that. And then, yeah, when you're gonna go through a verification, they made it more easy and more friendly, where you can just enter select the first word, the after photo, and then after wheel. So this is right in. So those phrases, you just got to know what's after. Once you do that, you hit next. They ask you, hey, you know what? Hit the plugins, and then make it easy for you to access the wallet. So boom, you click on that, you put it in there, thing, and now we're set. Now we're good. Now we have access to the Avalanche network. So now you also have your own wallet address for Avalanche. So you can buy, receive crypto, and it will go straight to Avalanche. Something I want you to know is like, so there are 3 different blockchains, right? We have Ethereum, we have Solana, we have Avalanche. So if the user, let's say you want someone to send you money, they are running on, and then they have, hey, I have some Ethereum, I want to send it to you. Make sure you give them your Ethereum address. Because if you send it to the wrong blockchain, or you give them the wrong address, the money will not come to your address. It will never arrive. It will be sent. That person will still pay the fees, will pay everything, but that money, it's gone. There's no way of getting it back. So make sure you understand. So that's why we're covering a little bit about the blockchains, because every blockchain is different. So it's like think about it. You have different banks. So in the beginning, we were only able to do transfer between one bank to the other. So it's the same bank, but it would be like chase to chase, and that's it. But now technology has evolved, and now you can actually send money through other banks, or through the phone numbers, or through emails. So there's platforms like PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. So it's the same thing over here. But now this is specifically to that blockchain. So once again, so if that person has some AVAX and wants to send you some AVAX, make sure you give them your AVAX or your Avalanche ID or wallet address. Don't give them your Ethereum or Solana, because your money will never come. But yeah, so based on that, now it's time to be like, hey, Luis, all right, so what's going on? You're telling me this now? How can I solve that issue? So, and that's why I want to talk about crypto domain name services. So crypto domain name services allows you to, simplify the payment, because you associate your crypto wallet address to your crypto domain. So if you're already familiar, so if you go to Google, so if you have previously purchased a domain in GoDaddy, for instance, I purchased my name, so luismunoz.xyz, that's my domain name. That's on domain. So I bought it on GoDaddy, right? It's taken. If you go check on GoDaddy, it's taken. Now I want to connect it to a server, right? So where's my website going to be? So if you're already familiar with hosting a website, you're going to have a server address, an IP address. Think of it like your home address. So you want to make it simple for someone who's looking at you on the internet, right? So I'm not going to give my home address so they can find me on the internet, or I'm not going to give them the IP address, right? I want to give them my domain name, so it's easier. So the domain registrar will do the handling, will do the routing. So in this case, if you want, I'll give them my domain name, luismunoz.xyz. They can go straight to the website without not knowing the IP address. So the same thing applies to in here. So instead of you actually giving that person your 40 characters address, wallet address, you just give them a domain name. And then for that, we have 2 platforms right now on the market that are doing their best, and that's ENS and Unstoppable Domains. So ENS and Unstoppable Domains are doing a lot. So the reason why there are 2 different ones, or they're different, is because ENS runs on the Ethereum blockchain. So anything that you do in there, so that's a transaction. So if you're going to buy a domain, that's a transaction, and that domain transaction is going to be a fee. So for instance, if I want to go and get, once again, Luis Munoz or that, ETH, because now ENS uses that ETH, because that's like, you can tell it runs on the Ethereum blockchain. You go in there, I search it up, and then I purchase it. and then I had to pay some gas fee because it's running on a layer 1 blockchain. And then, you select how many years you want. So there's a renewal fee. So, right. So if you want, so I'm going to buy it, for instance, for 5 years. So that 5 years, and then I have to renew it. And there's always that fee. And then you can also do a lot more. You can link it to your, like if you're hosting a website or an IPFS, that's one of the technologies for planetary system, file system. So you can actually host a website in there. You can link it to your wallet as well. But that's ENS. Unstoppable Domain, on the other hand, it's private. It's a private-based company that provides a similar service, but it have a lot more. So it has a lot more extensions. So you can have whatever domain you want. So for instance, .crypto, .blockchain, .wallet, .nft, and so much more. There's a lot. So you guys can go check it out. I'm actually demoing that today on how to get an ENS name and unstoppable domains. One thing I do want to mention is that unstoppable domains is a multi-change. So what does that mean? Multi-change, it actually allows you to put the wallet address from different blockchains. So if you're running on Solana, you're running on Avalanche, you can put your wallet address all in there, and then it will automatically link. So they have over 273 assets that you can add, aside from the common ones like Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. So they have so many. And the last thing that I want to say about Unstoppable Domain is that they have successfully migrated to a layer 2. So every time you buy a domain, it's actually written on to the Polygon blockchain. So there's no gas fees to mint the domain. So to prove your ownership, there's no gas fee. So that's what makes it so popular. And they're really cheap to buy a domain name. And then once you purchase your domain, it's there for life. So you're actually buying an NFT. So you in the form of a domain name. So look at that. That's a good way to get started with NFTs. One thing, so why, just to kind of go and jump into the demo now, it's why you need a name service, right? So you want seamless crypto payments. You don't want to be sending your money to a different wallet, or you want your money to come to your wallet, right? So that's why you will use a domain name service, because they have multi-change capability. You also have the centralized website, right? You can actually host a website using this hash, like connected to your domain. And then last but not least, you have your own identity on Web3, because now as people keep adapting and learning about how to get started with wallets, you're going to have so many wallets, but you want to just look that person up. Some of you might actually be like, crypto should be free. No one should know who you are and stuff like that. Yes, that's true. But some other people are also would like to know where they're sending the money, right? You want to make it more secure, more streamlined. So that's why I would say you will need that. So let me just go ahead and do the demo. So over here, we're gonna go to Google and go to ENS. You gotta go, Ethereum, domain name service. As you can see, you can find your domain name in here. Sorry guys, I'm running out of voice. So you can, as you can see, you can actually, you can integrate it with your Ethereum blockchain. You can host centralized website. And then it's like traditional websites, domains. And they have an ecosystem over here. Let me just, I want to highlight something in here. So you can use like Coinbase, Rainbow Kit, or Trust Wallet, or and then there are some applications already integrating ENS. So what does that mean? So this application is already using ENS to make it simple. So if you already have Coinbase and you already know, for instance, you want to send me money, right? I already have luismunoz.eth. So you can just type that when you want to send money, and then you can find me right away. You don't have to type my 40 address, crypto address. And then it's make it easy and simple. It's compatible with Brave, Opera, Metamask, and so on. So here, let's get started. So I'm gonna go and purchase LCube Studios. So this is LCube Studios, right? So as you can see, LCube Studios.eth is available. Well, I'm refreshing it right now. It's available now. And then I can register, right? So it's asking me if I want to renew it or buy it for 1 year, 2 years. So you can always add more and more into it. There's a gas fee. So, okay, so over here we have, so you have 2 years, 3 years. I'm actually going to be renewing it, or purchasing the domain for 5 years. I need it for 5 years. Right now, the price of Ethereum is down, and this is the perfect time. Not many people are using the Ethereum blockchain, so I can get this domain for like really cheap. So to make this domain is going to cost me 34.05 USD dollars. So I can just go ahead. So let's do it. So right now I haven't connected to any wallet. So right now I'm going to be connecting to my wallet. You can use Metamask because we already got started. So I'm clicking Metamask. It's going to already pick it up. And then now I can request to register. So once again, it's 5 years. I'm verifying everything's still the same. So you can see the prices keep on changes because it's depending on the price that right now, the gas fee. Because of the gas fee, it changes. So once I hit register, as you can see, I open a new window. It's asking, I'm actually using my main account, and you can verify this. And you can select the gas fees. You can actually change it. But yeah, so everything looks good to me. To just register, this is just a registration fee. Right now, it's charging me $1.56 to register to their system. It's gonna take a couple of seconds to just to verify this transaction. Okay, let me just speed this up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm actually going to. We have to wait for a minute. I'm actually speeding this process up. But as you can see, I'm running on Ethereum. By the way, I already went ahead and already purchased some Ethereum. I already had in my wallet, so that's why I'm able to do this transaction. But with MetaMask, you can just hit buy, and they made it really simple for you to buy crypto, nice and simple. And then you have Ethereum. I would recommend if you plan on using more applications on Web3 to use MetaMask. And just buy, especially on the Ethereum blockchain, to buy straight from the browser because it's easier and you can carry them over. If you buy, like for instance, on Coinbase, now you have to send your money from Coinbase over to your MetaMask so you can have access to it. But all right, so now we successfully registered. Now it's asking me, hey, this is how much it's gonna cost you, and then hey, you wanna. So as you can see, the price just changed. So that's constantly changing. So depending on how many people are writing into the blockchain, it's gonna be a fee. And then, so I'm gonna hit confirm. You can see more. So yeah, you can see the fee and everything. So I'm actually hitting confirm. And once I hit confirm, that's it. I have completed all the steps, and now I should be, I can manage my domain. I'm gonna click on manage my name, and then you can see over here all the details. You guys can actually just look my address up right there. It is. So you can go to LCube now and the ETH scan, and you can see when I purchased the domain and everything. So now I have two. So I have LuisMunoz.eth and LCubeStudios.eth. So if anyone, for instance, if I'm working with a company or I want my friends to send me crypto, especially Ethereum, I can just tell them, hey, here's my address, LuisMunoz.eth. And then of course you want to link this to your, so if it's a business, you want to make sure you link it to your business address. You don't want to be using. But you can see there's some fees that are happening. There's some verifications that happen. So as you can see here. But yeah, I did the same thing for crypto repair. So I'm just going through this really fast. That's the name of a company that I own. So I'm using it. I'm doing the registration. I did it for 5 years and everything. So I did the same thing. I waited for 3 minutes. I'm just going really fast through this because you guys already saw, and you guys can experience it. You can always replay the video or go back into the video to go through the process with me. And there are a lot of other YouTube videos out there that you guys can watch. But yeah, so now I'm verifying the transaction. Once I'm registered, it's going to ask me to pay a fee. And then sometimes it could be more, and sometimes it could be less. Like I said, it all depends on how the Ethereum blockchain is being used. So it's not as busy. It would be cheaper, especially when the prices are down. So hey, this is a good sell day for me. Yep. So yeah. So now all these 3 domains are tied to my primary domain. Something I would like you to do is hit remind me. So something that is coming, like, now I bought it for 5 years. I mean, I don't have to think about it for the next 5 years, but what if my domain is about to expire, right? So you want to hit, you want to put in your email address, ENS, have a system already to notify you ahead of time, a month before you actually do the, before the expiring date to get reminders. Right now, I'm just gonna go into my email and then go into support, and then here you have it. So I'm gonna hit confirm. This is all an automated system. And then as you can see, my email has been verified. And now I can create an account. If you have GitHub or Twitter, you can log in with those. I'm just gonna create an account. I'm just gonna speed up through this process. And yeah, so once you verify, you hit OK, your account has been activated. But yeah, that's that it is. Now let's do for unstoppable domains. Woohoo. So unstoppable domains. I already got all the, excuse me guys. I already did a lot of it for LCube Studios. So today I'm just gonna search up crypto repair. Oh, wait, yeah. So you can see there's different browsers that it supports unstoppable domain. So you can actually download the unstoppable domain extension. I'm just gonna stop here for a minute. One thing also you can do is, so right now the applications are still being developed and still adding ENS or unstoppable domains to the apps. So right now you can look at the list. They have over 304 applications that are compatible with. So if you use Coinbase Wallet or you have Trust Wallet or blockchain.com, if you type in the domain that you purchase here on unstoppable domain, your address will be associated. So that's amazing. So maybe you're using an app and like, hey, Luis, why is my address not coming up? It's because maybe the app unstoppable domains is not yet supported on the application that you're using. Even though it's a decentralized application, maybe they haven't linked it yet with unstoppable domains or ENS. So have that in mind, please. So yeah, let's continue. Yep. So right now I'm going to look for crypto repair. I'm going to see what's available. So right now, crypto repair is the only one available. Is crypto repair.crypto. I already bought the other ones. Let me see. So you can see there's so many options you can choose from. Well, crypto repair.blockchain is the one available. Sorry. So over here, the total due is $10. That's so cheap. So if you live in the USA, you can put your zip code. You can hit checkout. And then over here, I want to link it already to my Metamask wallet. Like if you already sign up for any of this wallets, you already have it. You can use that. But we already did the demo where we sign up for into Metamask. So you can just hit Metamask. And then once you hit Metamask, it's gonna ask you to verify the transaction. This is what I mean to verify. So now that we're here, you get different options. That's the beauty about unstoppable domains. So maybe you're like new to this. I'm like, hey, how do I get it started? So you can have different payment methods. So you can use credit cards, you can use PayPal, you can use cryptocurrency, or if you have the crypto.com app, you can use it too. I have some crypto already on my wallet, so I want to use it. I'm actually going to be using DAI. So I'm not using Ethereum or a Bitcoin, which is still running on Ethereum, believe it or not. I'm actually changing to my main account now. And now, as you can see, so let me stop right here. So as you can see, I just switched networks. So I was in the Polygon network, right? So this is a different, like that network on the Polygon network, they have their own blockchain. So if I wanted to be on that, I have to change to that network. Right now, unstoppable domains, to make this transaction happen, I need to make sure I'm on an Ethereum mainnet on the production chain. Because if I'm not, the transactions are not gonna happen. As you can see, I have some assets in here. And then you can definitely select whatever asset you want. They're accepting all of this type of payments. Like I said, I'm going to be paying using DAI. There is no preference, believe it or not. I just had some extra DAI, so that's why I want to get rid of them. And then I could get rid of them through DAI. All right, so so now I selected DAI and they want me to send some money to their address, right? So this is their DAI address and that's how much money they want me to send them. I'm gonna select my DAI, so I have literally $10.14. I'm gonna copy and paste their address and then I'm gonna paste the amount that they tell me to send them. As you can see, it matches the number that they asked. So its total is $11.40 because there's some gas fee, right? So this is running on the Ethereum mainnet, so that's why there is a gas fee. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit confirm. Once I hit confirm, it's gonna go through as you can see, it says pending. It's gonna take a couple of seconds to verify. Once it's you can actually speed it up if you want to. Once you have been verified, you're gonna see it right away. I'm going to change the screen. I'm not doing anything, I'm just waiting here. And then, like I said, if you're still new to crypto and you're not feel confident, you can still go through, link it to your wallet and buy it using your credit card. So for someone who's already familiar with those type of transactions. As you can see right now, hey, you look at that, we have detected a payment. So they already, I pay with cryptocurrency, so I just had to wait a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna speed up the process, like I said. Okay, this is going. So like I said, it takes a couple of minutes to the transactions to go. Like I said, this is all written in the blockchain, so they have to pull some data and everything. So yeah, so let's see. So yeah, so at the end of the transaction, you're gonna get a receipt, and it was sent to my email. And then yeah, so if you, like I said, this is all public. I'm not having nothing to hide. If you look at, if you go to OpenSea and put in luismunoz.eth, you can see all the NFTs I own. Like I said, blockchain and Ethereum, and it's all public. So it's a public ledger, so anyone can have access to it. So I have nothing to hide. So I'm okay for you guys to go and look at my address. And then right now, I'm just in the process of minting the domain. And then, like I said, this is running on layer 2. So there's no more gas fees. I don't compare aside, like if you go back to ENS, I had to pay fees to register. I have to pay fees for the domain. And then I also have a renewal fee. But now over here, I just did one payment and that was all. Because now because it runs on Polygon, we're good. And then, yeah, you can hit track process and then it's minting. So now you can see like it's still pending. And then now you can do you can actually see them. If you click on the link, you can see the transaction that happened. This happened. I recorded this video yesterday, so you can see the date and everything. So I want to have this demo ready because I don't want any errors live. So yeah, like I said, so if you're using ENS, you can use Coinbase or Coinbase Wallet or Trust to send your money. So from your phone over to your wallet, nice and simple, nice and easy. You can send that address to someone. So yeah, so you can see all my domains. Now, yep. So I'm gonna go into the main part. So right now I'm on my wallet, luismunoz.wallet. So over here, I'm actually copying and pasting all my Ethereum address. So you can start copying and pasting all your addresses. So if you have so many wallets or you have so many assets or there's one in particular, you can just add currency and you can start adding, for instance, Avalanche. So you can just type in Avalanche right here, boom. And then we already did it on core, so you can copy the core address and paste it in here. You can do the same thing for Solana. So you go, boom, search up Solana. And then you can copy and paste the Solana address in there. And then once you know your address and everything, you can go ahead and verify everything. That's my wallet address, just making sure. And then you can hit confirm changes. So we already did this already. So you can just copy and paste it. If you're using Trust or Coinbase Wallet, we can just now. So remember how I was telling you about, hey, you got to make sure you're not using the wrong blockchain because your assets will go to a different wallet. But with unstoppable domains, it will handle everything for you. It will look it up. Hey, this application. So, but this application where you send in money got to be compatible with those type of domains. Because if it's not, then you're sending it to the wrong address. So you got to make sure, triple check that the application where your friend or you are sending the money from supports unstoppable domains or ENS. Because if they don't, your money will go to the wrong place. Yeah. So, yeah. Next, we have send and receive crypto and making your browser Web3 compatible. As you guys know, we already made your browser Web3 compatible when you install the extensions as Metamask, Core, or Phantom, depending on the blockchain you prefer. If you had all three, perfect. Now I just have a demo on how to send and receive crypto. Okay, so right now I'm going to, before I get started, I want to say, you just want to bring it up again. Depending on the wallet, some wallets are compatible with ENS and also compatible with unstoppable domain. Some of them are not. Here are just some of the wallets I have already installed on my phone. I will be using Coinbase wallet to send some money. So I open it. I already have I got like $2.52 in my wallet. So I'm going to be sending just $1 over to my MetaMask. I'm searching up my ETH name. So LuisMunoz.eth. If you guys already saw in the demo, I already linked it. So I'm just gonna hit send. So once I hit send, it's gonna ask me to verify the transaction, and then here it was sent to MetaMask. So now if we go over to, this wasn't matters of seconds. Now if we go over, I see my balance actually went up. You can go back to activity, and you can see that I received some money, and that you can actually go see the transaction. Like I said, if you go to LuisMunoz.eth and you use Etherscan to see my wallet, you can see all the transactions I have made previously. So it's all public. This is on the public blockchain of Ethereum. I'm actually not demoing just yet the how to buy and like crypto through non-custodial wallet. You guys can just really straightforward. You guys can just go in, put in your credit card information or your bank account information, and then you guys can purchase some assets. You decide whatever you want. Like I said, for demo purposes only, I'm using Ethereum. I can use any other coin like AVAX, DAI, Litecoin, USDT, like you name it. Like I can use any of those, but just for the demo purposes, I only use Ethereum. And I'm actually using the Ethereum mainnet, so all these transactions that you see in are real time, and actually there's a gas fee that I'm paying. So that's and this will be on the real case scenario. So now to demonstrate unstoppable domain, how it works, I'm going to use Trust Wallet. I'm going to go in there, and then I'm going to send some money. Right now, I don't have any money in the wallet, but I'm actually searching up as you can see, I'm searching up my ETH name. Sorry, not my ETH name, my unstoppable domain name. So at least when you start wallet, that's something I already showed you in the previous demo. You guys saw that I already linked my wallet. So I'm just sending a $1, want to use DT. And once again, if you look at the two information, it's already showing my wallet address, which it's linked everywhere. Yep, so this is it for this demo on how to send and receive crypto and making your making your browser Web3 compatible. So you already had all the essentials installed. You should be good to go. Once again, guys, please register so you can stay up to date on the next Crypto Insight series. You can go into LCubeStudios.io/Crypto Insight. And please don't forget to follow us on social media. If you like this content and you would like to see more of it, just like, comment, and share it to your friends and loved ones. It will be helping us a lot. We want to come up with new content, and then we would like to see if you guys actually want to see more content and would like to see your support. You guys are ready to start on Unstoppable Domains. So please scan it. You get a discount. You will be, with this, you can get started. You can buy the domain at a discount price, and start sending money. Start sending money to your friends, to your loved ones in a more easy way. And now that you have 3 different wallets, now that you know how to run on different blockchains, this will be it. I would like to take some time to introduce my company again. So LCube Studio is a design and development company. We turn your ideas into reality. We create different software solutions. It could be making an MVP, just a design using XD or Figma, some design softwares, or even developing it. So once you have the blueprint, once we know what you want, we can actually develop it for you. Either if you are early stage company or you're enterprise company, we have different solutions. So if you're looking for a specific a specific solution that is tailored to your business, we can do that. We just fit in. You tell us what you need, and we can make it run on your any system. We like to say we make your framework. So, yep. Once again, I want to thank me for the series. You guys feel free to follow me on LinkedIn, on Twitter. You guys can ping me. I would love to hear if you guys have any questions. If you'd like to have some type of consultation, you guys feel free to contact me there. I also would like to thank my team, Lucas, EBB, and Tenzi Lobo for making this happen, for making Crypto Insights keep on running. And of course, I want to thank you guys for all the support, all the likes, the shares, and everything. And I'm looking forward to more of this. If there's anything, once again, if there's anything you would like us to cover on the next series, please let us know. And also, if you're a business and you wanna or a professional and you have some crypto experience, please ping me. We can work together. I'm looking forward to collaborating with other people who are in the same space, or once you get into this space and don't know how, please just hit me up. We're really open on working with other people. We love educating, and we this is us, right? This is Crypto Insight. So yeah, last but not least, it's the moment to claim your NFT. Go ahead and scan this QR code. With this, we have a limited amount of NFTs. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and open your phone camera and scan it. So I'm gonna do it right now as well. So as we speak, I am opening the camera, scanning it. Let's see, there you go. So once you go in there, you guys are gonna see Crypto Insight series. So you guys can't see it. Once you go in there, hey, if you already have an ENS name, you can just go ahead and type that in. So I'm gonna type in Luis Munoz .eth. I'm doing it as you live, guys. So here I'm gonna mint it, and it's being added to my collection. Just can't see it, so it's being added, and voila, I have it. So you guys are part of the Crypto Insight series. I don't know, you guys can't see it right now, but you guys can go check out my wallet, and you guys will see that I just claimed my Crypto Insight Series 5 NFT. So it's just that simple. It didn't take me a minute. I just scan it. If you don't have an ENS, but you do have an address, you can copy and paste your address, your wallet address, and then it will just it will be tied to that. You can also if you're still new to the crypto space, you can just scan it, and then you can enter your email, and then it will be linked to your email address. But now you have a proof of attendance that you assisted to this new Crypto Insight Series 5. And like I said, it's going to be there. Thank you again, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again. Have a nice day, guys.